here today from Sue Dolbrod my garden today in my polytunnel. So I didn't do a video yesterday. I was going to show you me doing a plant, the house plant, but it was a bit difficult to do the camera and I had to be outside, and I wasn't in the garden all day yesterday because we went and visited our neighbours. So that was really lovely, had lovely pizza with them, and thank you Dawn and Keith. It was a really lovely evening, and it was a beautiful evening as well because it wasn't raining and the sun was shining yesterday, and today the sun's not shining again. So anyway, never mind. So we're in our polytunnel right now, and what we're going to be doing today, well, I wanted to go and do the bed, but it's raining, but I might go and do it anyway. But I do have a few little jobs to do in the polytunnel today. First, we might harvest some beans. We've got lots of beans, I'll show you those. I did accidentally pull out a beetroot, but it's only tiny, but I'll show you that. So I'm going to try it and see what it tastes like. But it's really, really small. It's not done yet by any length of the imagination. And the onions aren't anywhere near done yet, and nor are the... oh yeah, we're going to harvest a couple of the turnips because I did plant them really close together. So the turnips are not going to be great big turnips. They're quite small, like little. But there's a couple at the front I can see that I can pull out, and that make way for the others to grow, which should be good. I brought my coffee up here today, and I've also got... I'll show you on the table the things that I want to sort of try. A couple of the things are experiments, and I've got some cuttings that I took from my daughter's garden when I was there about, well, 4 weeks ago now, or 3 or 4 weeks ago. Wow, the time goes so quick. Was when I was there when little Penny May was only 2 days old, and now she's 4 weeks old. So doesn't the time fly? And I was there for a week, so that's 3 weeks ago I was there. And I took these cuttings from my daughter's garden because they just moved into their new house, and I thought I'd go around the garden and take some cuttings and see if anything grows from their garden. So, but some of them, they're definitely not going to grow, have died, but there are a couple of plants that look like they might get roots, so we're going to put them in sort of like a sand compost mix today, and then just leave them in a big pot all together. I've got the pot here. I need to just go and get the sand and mix it with a bit of this compost, and then just leave them and see if they get any roots on them. If they do, that would be great, but if they don't, then never mind. And I also want to plant some of these Nigella seeds that you get for your birds, and I just want to see if they're treated with anything. You know, do they do something to them before they give them to birds? If not, they should grow. So we're going to just use that as an experiment. I need to sow some purple sprouting broccoli. I've got some old seeds that I need to sow, and I haven't done the radishes yet, and I really need to do the radishes because the radishes are nearly done now, and yeah, we're not going to have any to replace them if I don't put some in now. Anyway, so I just want to do that, and that'll be it for inside the polytunnel today. My little flowers that I picked from the green sprouting broccoli the other day are still in flower. They've still got really pretty yellow flowers on. I'll show you those in a minute. All my seeds that I planted, that I sowed the other day, literally the other day, well, obviously nothing's happening yet because I literally only planted them the other day. I have found with this compost that we've got, it is quite drying on the top, and I have to keep spraying the tops of the plants because it does seem to dry up very, very quickly. Oh, I've noticed that I need... oh yeah, I think I'm going to have to put on these today. So these are my aubergines, and they look like, yeah, they look like they really need to be potted on. So I think that's definitely a job that I'm going to be doing in a minute. I'll do that in a minute. Anyway, so let's turn the camera around so you can see what I'm going to get up to today in the polytunnel. And if you want, you can watch me. But if you don't, never mind. Anyway, so here we go. So I've got this one for the purple sprout and broccoli, and I've got these 2 pots for the experiment with the nigella seeds. Okay, so we're just going to put some, I've got some water here in these jars still, so I can just water it with that water. And we'll just put some earth in here. It's quite dry, this compost, so I have to water them first before I can sow the seeds in. Very dry actually. Water them down here on the floor, well, on this bed. Here, this is rocket in there now. I'll put them on this bed. Yeah, the broad beans are doing so well now. I mean, they're absolutely huge. They're up here. I'm standing next to them and they're like, well, there's one at the end there that's like up here. These ones are like here. They're huge. And they've got loads of beans on. There's loads and loads of beans on them. I like the bean in the middle with the green bit, but I will pick some of the smaller beans for us to eat in salads and to blanch. But the bigger beans I'm going to leave to get bigger, because then I want to pod those, shuck those, and have the bean in the middle. And then what I do is take off the shuck off the bean, and you've got this bright green bean. And they are delicious. Oh, they're so beautiful. If you just blanch them a little bit with a bit of butter, and put them in salads. I mean, just they're so sweet. They're lovely. They're just like peas. They're like really lovely sweet peas. Anyway, so I've done that now. So we're just going to water it. So that's that. So we'll just do these first. Hopefully they're wet enough. I might have to just give them a little sprinkling as well. So in here we're putting in the beef broccoli. No, they're going in the other one. Concentrate. We're going to put in the Niger seeds. So they're like this. See that? And you usually feed them to birds. So we're going to try and grow some and see what happens. I'm just going to sprinkle a load in there and a load in there, and then we'll see what happens. And if they turn into actual little flowers, at least then, if they turn into plants, we know that they're good seeds, because if they don't turn into anything, then they're not really beneficial, really, are they? Because they should be alive, like the seed should be alive and not treated in some way that they are dormant, so which is not much use for the birds anyway. But we'll see. So this is an experiment. Okay, we'll see. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I keep forgetting to bring the seeds out. And I just get distracted with other things. It's normal. So we're just going to put that on there and we'll spray it. I'll need to go and put some more water in my spray gun, because yeah, it's got to that point where it won't suck up the water properly. Right, I've just gone and filled up my spray bottle, because it gets to the point where it won't suck up the water through the tube. It'll be very frustrating. So I will put a label on those so that I actually remember what they are. I'm running out of labels. I'm going to have to order some more soon. I'm going to have to, because I need to do some plants outside next. So let's put that. So we got Niger seeds. Niger seeds sowed 29. So that's it. An experiment. Will they grow? Let's see. So we'll put that one there. And we'll leave them at the back here. And I'll let you know if they grow. So we're ready now for the purple sprouting broccoli. I will see if this works. So these are quite old, these seeds. And these are organic seeds. So hopefully they should be alright. But they are from March 2017. So I don't know if they grow or not. And the packet is open, and I don't remember any purple sprouting broccoli growing. I must have put them in the garden somewhere and then forgot all about them, but I can't remember seeing any. So we're just going to use all these seeds. And I'm going to plant these outside if I get a lot of them. Give some away. Crop. And then we'll do a label. Spray it. Leave it. Right. So my last little job to do in the polytunnel today really is to sow the radish in the bed down here and harvest something. Oh, and I've got to put, there's some dianthus and 2 wild sort of flower plants over there that I need to get in the garden. So I might go and do that. It hasn't stopped raining yet, by the way. I wanted to go out in the garden. So this is perfect purple sprouting easy. Well, we'll see. I'm supposed to sow this under glass in February, March. We're well doing this wrong. And you sow outside April to May, we're well behind. And then you harvest it March to April the following year. Alright, I see. For early crops, sow under glass, otherwise sow direct and thin to required spacing. So these will be ready for next year. See, I done them green sprouting broccoli wrong. I should have sowed them, oh, I did sow them February to March. But it says harvest March to April. So that must be the following year. Well, I'm not keeping these in my bed for a whole year because they're taking up space in my polytunnel. So these ones I'll be planting out, and then hopefully we'll be harvesting those next year. March to April. We'll see. No, we'll see. It's all an experiment. Sowings that we're doing is for next year, because this year we've got all that stuff now. So we're going to put them over there, right at the back here, behind this, with the Niger seeds. There. Now I've filled up all my table near enough. Now it's time for a break. And then we're going to sow our radish. So I'm going to sow the same radish as I used before, which is Scarlet Glow, which I thought were really nice. And we're going to harvest the radishes. I lost them yesterday as well, exactly the same. Should I gather them up with the leaves and throw them in the bin? Probably. That's what I always do. I always end up throwing things away that I shouldn't. I'll throw them away. I'll tell you, I always do this sort of thing. I always throw things away. I don't know if you're like me, but when I take my gardening tools outside, I end up throwing trowels away. Well, I reckon I must have 2 trowels in my compost heap, which I will find when it turns into compost eventually, that I've accidentally picked up when I've picked up all the rubbish, and then I go and put it in the wheelbarrow, and then I throw it, I unload it like this and just throw it on the compost bin, and I reckon I've lost 2 trowels. Yeah, and probably a handful. Because I just threw them little scissor things in the rubbish with the leaves and everything. Doesn't help that they've got green handles. I mean, if they were bright like this, bright orange, it'd be better. I think they'd stand out. I don't know why they make all garden tools the same colour as the soil. Anyway, enough ranting. We've got our cup. And I've got my coffee. Look, I'm really organised today. So just press this one down. So I've already made the coffee in the right consistency. I'm just going to sit and drink this for a minute. I haven't got a chair out here. My chair's outside. And it's raining, so I'm not going to sit outside today and drink my coffee. I'll just drink it here. I'm going to I can sit on that stool thing there. Hold on, I'll just move you and you can come with me and we'll have a little chat for a minute, okay? Again. Right, I'm sitting down on this sort of footstool thing that you use in the, to put your tools in, and you can also sit on it, which is quite handy. Anyway, I just wanted to say, so I've got my coffee here, so we're having a break. We're having a coffee break. Hello. I've got my basket here that I put my all my lettuce in and everything. I've got some lettuce here. It's absolutely massive now. I've got loads of it, tons. I think I sow too much lettuce. I've got to be careful how much I sow of everything next year. Oh, bless me, because there's only me and my partner here. I did say to the lady, to Dawn next door, that I would give her some lettuce. If I see her, I'll just come and get some and give her some, because there's so much in here. Right, I was just show you my beetroot. So I accidentally pulled this out because I was just looking at the tops of the beetroot, and look how small that is. But look how big the leaves are. There's tons of leaves on this. You can eat beetroot leaves, so because you put them in beetroot salad, and I might just pick off the leaves and put them in the salad. And look at the size of the beetroot. So they are growing, but obviously I've got to be a bit more patient. They're not ready yet. I accidentally pulled that out. So that's that. And in this bucket I have all my bulbs still. I've got to get these in the garden, and there's a load of flower seeds in the pot in here. Look at this. This is what the mouse did. So the mouse went through all my seeds and bulbs and has taken out all the ones it likes and left all behind the ones it doesn't like. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm just throwing them in the garden. So there's quite a lot in here, but if you look at these bulbs, you can see where it's nibbled the bulbs. So I'm now going to I've taken all my daffodil bulbs and put them in a paper bag and hung them up in building. And in here are some these are the gladioli. I didn't even put them in the ground yet. So I don't know about these now. And oh no, I'll just mix them up now. They just fell out the bag. Oh, I don't know what they are anyway, some of these. I don't know what the names are. And then we've got some little enemies. Oh, alliums. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put these in the ground, dotted around everywhere, and just let them grow away, because yeah, I've got them all in this bucket, and I just had it in the garage. But look at all these. That is so many. I don't know how many are shucks and how many are actual seeds, but I can see lots of seeds in there. But I'm just going to throw them in the garden. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to rake a little bit of earth, throw the seeds in, put a little bit of earth on the top, and just let them be. I did that the other day with some other seeds, because there was more than that in a minute, and I've sowed. So I just threw them in there and just raked it over a bit, and also planted some hollyhocks. So I planted some hollyhocks in there. I've still got to put some lupins in the garden. which I had in here, so I've got to put them in the garden. What else do I need to do? So I need to do the radishes in a minute. I'm going to harvest some of the broad beans, and we're going to see if we've got any more broccoli, green sprouting broccoli heads growing. If I have, I'll harvest those. What else is there we can do? The tomatoes and everything coming on. Those poached eggplants are still not flowering. Sounds like a lorry. Are we expecting a delivery? I don't think so. We got the wood yesterday. I'm trying to think of... we must be expecting something. Hold on, I've got to go and have a look, because it sounds like somebody's coming. Okay, I'll be back. Sue's back. I've just had my lunch. It's like 2:10 on Friday, 29th of May. And I've just come out after watching a couple of more gardening videos, because I love watching my gardening videos, different people gardening. And I've done... So what we're going to do now today is the 2 hanging baskets, which I need to do. I've sowed the radish in the bed round the other side. I've done sort of like 3 sections of that. We've done our cuttings today, so we've done that. What else we need to do today is potting on the aubergines. I've really got to do that because they're looking a bit sad in those little pots, and I need to get them into bigger pots now. So we're going to pot on the aubergines, we're going to do the 2 hanging baskets, and we're going to do some harvesting as well. And outside, if it ever stops raining today, it's not raining a lot, but it's enough to make you quite wet if you went outside. And I really don't fancy getting really wet outside. I wanted to put those Nicotiana at the back there, but if it keeps raining I don't want to do it. And also I need to pull out my dead rosemary and put in my cornice. I was going to put that cornice in that's in the place of the dead rosemary, but at the moment I'm not going to get round to doing that. The other thing I might just put in the polytunnel somewhere are these cumins, because there's two in here. There's 2 cumins that came from seed that I had indoors that you use for cooking, and there's another one in this pot. So there you go. So altogether I've got 3 of these cumins. I did sow some more cumins from that I got in a packet, so I have some different cumin. My little peppers seem to be doing all right that I've potted on in here. I'm just looking at them. Oh, the cress has started to grow. So I grew some cress. Can you see that? So that's started to grow. Feels like I need to water it on the top. So we'll do that. What else has popped up? So I've done that cress. Oh, so I sowed some cress on the 22nd of the 5th. I also sowed some watercress on the 27th. Oh, it's the same. 27th of the 5th. Oh, I'm getting really confused about what I'm doing here. So is that cress? Well, let's not worry about it. So we'll recognise it once it comes up. I need to put these. These are going to go in the hanging baskets today, because I've used a lot of these alyssum. This is the second lot of alyssum. So I'm going to use the rest of this. It's going to flower soon. I've also got these aubrietia. You see that? So I'm going to sow them in the hanging baskets. I've still got these Swan River daisies, so I'm going to put the rest of them in the hanging baskets today. And I've got 1 geranium left here. But I was thinking, instead of doing the geranium today, I might sow these 2 fuchsias. So I've got 2 fuchsias, so I could put 1 in each pot. So one's a bush fuchsia and one's a trailing fuchsia, but this one looks like it's trailing as well to me. But I'm going to put these in, and then also we've got our pansies. So here are the pansies that I've done. So we're going to put pansies, alyssum, aubrietia, fuchsias, Swan River daisies into those pots. And what's this I've got here? Oh yeah, this is a plant that I bought that I need to put in the garden. Another sort of wild plant. So I've got all my plants ready for doing my hanging baskets. So let's hang you up and we'll get on with doing our hanging baskets, okay? Than it was. It's raining a lot more than it was earlier. So what we're going to do now is get on with our hanging basket. So I'll just go and get the flowers from over on this table. A fuchsia in. So we're going to put that fuchsia in the middle because I put the geraniums in the middle of them too. So in this one's going to have a fuchsia. I do have one geranium left. I might just pop it outside in the garden. So I want these two to be roughly the same as the other two are the sort of same. So I want these two to be the same. So there we go. So I like to put that in the middle. Just hoping something's not niggling my ankle. Right, so we put the fuchsia in the middle. I don't know what sort it is. It's a trailing variety. And then we're going to put some of these Swan River daisies in. So we're going to split them into 2 clumps, one for each hanging basket. And then we're going to split these up into individual little plants and drop them around the edge. Like so. Well, sort of in a bit, because then we've got the Aubratia and the Addison to go in as well as the pansies. So we've just got these every other one. Like so. And whatever's left, we'll just put them in a pot and put them out in the garden. Like that. They need a bit of water, a bit dry. Still, never mind, we'll water it once it's hanging up. We've got 2 more here. And if there's any spare room in these hanging baskets, I can put a couple more flowers in so they're packed out. Because you want your hanging baskets nice and packed. I do have one outside already that's got flowers from last year still growing. I might just go and have a look at that one and see if I can revitalise it in some way. Let's just put this one in here. And there we are. Right, now we're going to put them back in there. Some Addison in. Just done this 1 packet of seeds and I've put it everywhere, so I'm going to put these in little clumps of like 3 to 4 plants, put them in the very edge at sort of an angle that they're right up against the edge. I put some of these outside the other day as well. I mean, it doesn't take long to do hanging basket once you've got all this stuff together. And roll that one up. Oh, there's a stone in there. And another one. And another one. Boring looking. So I'm packing these quite close together. And then in between those I'm going to put some more Aubratia. And one more. One more clump. There we are. Right, so that's that. Now we just need to put the Aubratia in. sow these. And I sowed them on the last day of May, April. So they've not taken that long to grow, the Aloysia. So I've just got these in between the Alison. And if any of these die off, I'll just put another little bit in. I'll keep some back in case there's any space left. I will just fill it out with some of the plants that are left. Right, now we just need to put some pansies in and then we're done. It really doesn't take that long. Well, these are well pot bound now. Oh, look at that. That's very pot bound. So we're just going to break these up. Sorry, plants. Whoa. Right. And break them up again. There we go, there's a nice little clump. Then they can go sort of more in towards the middle. Dead leaves, any leaves that are going to be in the way of the previous plant. Look like that Swan River daisy that I nearly suffocated. And I think we can get another couple out of this without not letting it have any roots. And there's a big clump, that's a massive clump, so I'll have to put that one over here. Once these start flowering, I will feed them. So I've got some seaweeds that I bought last year, I think, for feeding the plants. And my dad never did get round to doing it. So I've got like this bag of seaweed, but it actually has got damp, but it doesn't matter. So what you do is just use a bit of it and add it to some water. And that's what we're going to do. Put one in there. One's quite leggy. I hope I'm squashing everything, by the way. Probably should have put the pansies in first, maybe. And then put the little ones in last. Never mind, it doesn't matter now. Done it now. Alright, I think this is the last one. Can't put any more in here without interfering with these Swan River daisies. Actually, I might get another one in just here. Let the plants sort themselves out then. Let them settle in. Just take two of them. Oh, I think I might have just broke that one. Oh shit, sorry about that plant. I just lost that one because I broke it. Nah, never mind. Grab a bit of root. Never mind. Heavy-handed. Anyway, that's enough. That looks pretty packed to me for the time being, so we'll leave it like that. We'll hang it up and we'll water it again, and then just let it do what it needs to do. It is quite wet though, I don't know if I do need to water it again at the minute. It has actually been out in the rain, this hanging basket. I might actually just put it out in the rain. Oh, get string. No, I'll just hang it up now. So I might forget before I go indoors. I might forget. So I'm just going to hang up this hanging basket. I'll do the other one. But the other one, this one, quite wet because it's raining a lot. So I'll get the fuchsia first. It's already got some little buds on, so it's not going to take long for the flowers. So it's very pot bound. I bought these in Morrison's. So they've been in here for 3 weeks. This doesn't feel like it's been watered, this one. I swear I watered it. It don't feel very wet compared to the other one. Anyway, so that's the fuchsia in. So what we're going to do now is just put the pansies in first. So they're quite big. So I'll put all these pansies that are left in here now. I've already got started on some more pansies that are going to go in the garden. Or maybe some more tubs, pots, I don't know. Whatever. I'll just dot them around everywhere. Put one in there. I might have to water this one again. It feels quite dry, this hanging basket, compared to the other one. Put this one in here. There. And one more. I don't think we need that many. No, I better use them all actually. I'll just use them all. And I'll just put this one as one big clump. Oh, I've made a big gap there, haven't I? Just push these ones out and move them over a little bit. Quite ruthless when I do this kind of thing. Just has to get on with it. Right, that's that. So the pansies are in. Now we'll put this one with the daisies in. So we'll put clumps in, like that one. One there. And we'll put one there. Yeah, this is a much better way of doing it. I don't know what I was thinking. And then we'll put one here. Oops, interfering with that. One there. One here. And one more here, I think. And then we've still got a few left, which I will put them in a pot. Or have a look at that other hanging basket, because I had to pull that out the other day. It didn't grow properly. Right, that's it. Okay, yeah, we'll just keep those for spares. And then around the edge we're going to put the Alison we've got left. Nicely, and we'll have some nice flowers. Is it good? Oh, I'm getting on really well today. Well, we've done so much today. I'm really happy. So we've done all our hanging baskets now. So we've done all 4. I'm going to buy a couple more hanging baskets. I actually really like them hanging up in here. So I might get another couple to put outside the front of the building. I'll actually take 2 of these once they're ready, but I'll get some more to replace them to hang in here, because I think I really like them in here. So, and there'll be all flowers in them, so they'll attract the bees and stuff for the pollinating the flowers in here. Anyway, so that's good. So we've done that. What else is there to do? So we'll put these back over there. Our Aubrisia and our Swan River daisies. Right, so we'll put them back there. I've got some labels now, so this is good. So we'll put these back here. I think I might do is just pop outside and see if I can get some of those nicotiana along the edge. I won't do that on camera because I've got nowhere to hang my camera outside. So I will go and do that, and then if I get around to doing it, I will show you. Anyway, so, and then I'm going to just harvest some of the bees. But now I'm actually going to pop outside, do the nicotiana and get soaking wet, and just come in and harvest some beans and some lettuce, and that will probably be enough for today in the polytunnel and outside. Anyway, so I'll see you again soon. Hopefully, if I don't see you again in this video, I'll see you again in the next video. So, okay, so bye for now. Bye.